Hello traders, and welcome to Trading the Trend. I am Dennis, and this is my weekly look at the market trends, and let's get right into it. S&P 500 weekly chart. Here we go. We got out of that consolidation area and we tried to move higher, but we had a couple dojis, and then this past week a nice big down candle back into that consolidation area. So the entire market right now is rolling over. The 22 ETFs that I follow, every single one of them is below its 10-day moving average, and all but 5 are below their 50-day moving average. So we got a pretty good market correction going on right this moment. One area that is holding up very well, and that is the Dow. It did have a down candle, but you can see it's staying well above its consolidation area. So we'll keep an eye on that. I would expect the Dow during this market pullback probably to fare the best, as this is where people will go for safety. NASDAQ, which had been weak, has definitely fallen back into this consolidation area. So I would, if we continue with this pullback, I would expect the NASDAQ possibly to pull back the most of the two. Next, we're going to look at the dollar index. The dollar decline continues. We did not hit a new low, but we did have another down week. One might expect the U.S. dollar to finish a little stronger on a down week in stocks, but that's not the case, so the weakness just continues here. One area of the market that is doing extremely well, and that is Bitcoin. We'll bring that up. You can see for the week we had a huge move up. We closed above 3,500 on Friday. This chart only goes up through Friday, but as of right now, Sunday afternoon, Bitcoin is above above $4,000 a coin. So we'll see another big gap up when this chart updates for next week. So Bitcoin continues to be a huge money maker for anyone who got in. And next we'll look at oil. We kind of broke the pattern here. We had been going red, green, and we had two reds in a row. But the good thing is they were two very small red candles. If you look back over here, you get the big candle down, big candle down, big candle down. Here we just had a couple little candles down. So maybe we're not going to get another big move lower here, and we can kind of break this pattern of lower lows. So if this becomes the low, then we'll have a higher low, and then maybe we can get a higher high and get back above that $51 mark. But I would not be expecting a whole lot out of this sector. There's just too much competition in the energy sector right now, and crude oil is no longer the only game in town when it comes to energy. Next, I'm going to look at the commodities, our gold and silver. Gold, huge engulfing up candle this past week. It looked like we might have been rolling over the week before. We had that down candle. We were kind of looking at this pattern we've had the last few months, but we reversed and went back in the other direction this week. So this is looking very strong for gold, and actually this high here is higher than this high just by a little tiny bit. So we actually had a new closing high to end this pattern of lower highs. So that's a good sign. And silver, same situation. Nice big engulfing candle in silver. This again looked like it was going to roll over like it had all these other times, but we had the big engulfing candle to the upside. So we'll see if we can get some continuation here. If the U.S. stocks remain weak, then I would expect silver and gold to continue to move up. Last one I'm going to look at is the gold miners, and it not as impressive as the metals themselves, but we did have a little bit of an engulfing candle here to the upside. So we'll keep an eye on that, and hopefully our metals can get moving in the right direction for us. That's what I have for you. Just remember, we are in August, and as I've said before, August and September are historically the two worst months of the year for stocks. So The pullback we're currently having is very much expected, and I would expect it to continue. We'll probably see a low. If we don't see it set this month, we'll probably see a low set next month, and of course that will be a buying opportunity, because unless something changes dramatically, I would expect stocks to continue their pattern, their trend higher for the long-term trading. So everyone have a great weekend, and I will be posting a video a little bit later with my top Forex picks. Everyone have a great weekend. Bye.